Hi, welcome back if you know me. If you don't, my name is Maddie, and today we're going to be doing a monthly wrap-up, except you're going to be very disappointed, as well as my TBR for next month, which is going to be really long because it's the first full month of summer and there's just like so much time to read, so that'll be pretty long, just so you know. But as for my wrap-up, not long at all. It's been a disappointing month for reading, and you know what? We're just gonna get through it and talk about it. The reason I didn't read so much was because it was like the last month of school and I was just working hard to get good grades and everything. And now that school is out, I've had so much more time to read and it's been amazing. Yeah, so I think that we should just like get right into it. So to start off, I started this book in May and then finished it like June 10th or something like that. I don't know, but it basically took me a long time. That is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. I love this book. I don't know if I give it 4 stars or 5 stars, but like maybe like 4.5. It was so good. Like just like the world building, characters, like all the fae and their differentiality and like everything. I loved it. I don't know why it took me so long. It was probably just because the end of school, but like this was so good and I enjoyed it so much. Feyre and Rhysand and Lucian and Tamlin too, I guess. But like, I really did enjoy this. When I think of fantasy, I think of books like this. I just love it and I really can't wait for the next one. I'm so excited to read it. Then we have one of the worst books I've ever read in my entire life. That is King of Wrath by Ana Huang. Book looks, what's in here? Oh, I left my receipt in here, which I was using as a bookmark because I didn't even want to read the epilogue. I did not care for this book. I gave it 1 star. It was really, really bad. My reasons are kind of just like, it's unoriginal. Everything that like happened in this book, everything I've read about it before. It was basically just like a better written Wattpad book, Wattpad story, which, you know, I was a Wattpad girly. I still am kind of, and I like Wattpad, but this, no. Dante, there was nothing special about him. All his lines that he used, like there was, you know, when you're reading a romance book and then the guy just says something and you're like freaking out, you're like kicking your feet and like screaming and stuff like that, and you're just like smiling so much because it's just like so beautiful and everything. Like Dante said none of that. He said none of that. Unoriginal, very quite boring and like uneventful. There was no like plot twists or crazy things that happened in this book, really. I didn't like any of it. I liked Vivian. She was good. I'd like to see her in the rest of the series, which I do plan on reading. The next 2 sound way better than this one, and the characters sound way better as well. But like, this one was really, really, really bad, and I'm glad that I read it so that I can, you know, get further into the series. But you do not need to say she almost had a coronary. If my mother heard that, she would have had a coronary. She said coronary 3 times in the book. I've never read that in a book before. I've never heard that word before. I've never heard someone in real life say that word. So I'm like, why did you have to say it 3 times? Maybe that's just me, but like, no, 1 star. Wasn't for me. Like, I understand that so many people love this and everyone's like, Dante Russo, Dante Russo. I'm like, no, he's like unoriginal. There was nothing special about him. That's all I have to say. We have a book that I gave, I think 4 stars actually, and that is Beg You to Trust Me by B. Celeste. This is the second book in the Linden Yu series, which is like a sports romance, football, and this one was really good. The first one I gave 3 stars. I read it last month and it was in my Read With Me for a Week video, I believe. You know, this one was so good. Danny and Skylar are just like the perfect couple, and what really made me enjoy this book a lot was the fact that they became friends before they were lovers. I mean, that happens in a lot of books, but they had like a special connection. Like they became best friends for months and months, and just like, of course there was that tension and they were like attracted to each other, but like this was so good. Just like so good. He cares for her so much and she appreciates him so much, and I just think that they're like one of the perfect couples. Maybe one of my favorite sports romance couples ever. This one was really, really good. I gave it 4 stars. I'm just smiling because it was really funny too. Like, Danny is so funny. He was my favorite character from the first book, and I love him. Highly recommend this series to sports romance readers and non. It was really good, but make sure you check the trigger warnings for these 2 books because the plot and like a lot of the story is based around heavier topics. So I would recommend checking the trigger warnings for these books before you get into them. So yeah. Then the last, like, I don't know if I would consider this a physical book because I listened to the audiobook and read a tiny bit, and that was Hunting Adeline, not Haunting. I know they sound similar, but this is the second one, and honestly, it's a really big book. The audiobook was really long, but oh my gosh, the audiobook was so freaking good. The VAs, oh my gosh, I loved them both. They were both perfect for Zade and Adeline, and I was just like, they're really talented, and it was so good. I give this book 4 stars, same with the first one. H.D. Carlton definitely captured the elements and like settings and stuff better and described things better, I feel like, in this one. But I'm giving it the same star rating as I did the first one, which is 4 stars, because yes, there are such heavy topics and a lot of people don't like or aren't comfortable with what happens in these books. But I think that it was just well written, and it's not like, it's like nothing I've ever read before, and it's just so different, and I enjoyed it, you know? Zade isn't really one of my favorite book boyfriends ever. I know that a lot of people love him, but questionable. And I think I like listened to the audiobook better. I mean, the first one I read the entire first one, like no audiobook, no nothing, and then this one I just listened to the audiobook. It was good. I like the VAs a lot, and if I ever do want to go back and like read these, I'll probably listen to the audiobook for the first one because yeah. So yeah, 4 stars for this one. I actually just finished the audiobook today, which I'm still thinking about it. Oh my gosh, it's literally over an hour later and I forgot that I read 2 other books. That's embarrassing. Okay, it's just the next 2 were on my Kindle and I forgot. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first one is a novella. This is Melt for Us by Molly Doyle, and if you watched my read with me for a week, you saw, oh my god, I'm just so embarrassed that I forgot. If you watched my read with me for a week, then you will have heard about Bloodshed by Molly Doyle, which I was like obsessed with. I read it in like a day. This is the novella that comes after. It's like a holiday special. I give it 1 star. I gave Bloodshed 5 stars and I gave this 1 star. It just didn't have the content I was wanting. Check trigger warnings, by the way. There's a lot going on in this one. Not what I wanted. I wanted, like, it was wholesome at some points, yes, but what I wanted was like cute holiday special, sexy, spicy, you know, and I did get some of that. But it just needed either more, like they needed more in there, or it needed to be completely different. Like what we got from that is not my favorite. So yeah. I really can't wait for the next one though, because I just want to know what's going on. I want the closure, and I do love all the characters. But yeah, this book was not it. A couple days ago, I read all of Barbarian Prize by Molly Doyle in one day. And it was good. I gave it 3 stars. I liked this one. I actually liked this couple a lot. It's been a while since I read the series. Or not like the series, but since I read like a full book, because the series has a lot of novellas and I've been reading those. But it's been a while since I read a full book. So this one was actually really good. One of the better ones in my opinion. This is book 5, by the way. I do love the Iceland Barbarian series a lot. And I can't wait for the next one because it's Josie and Hayden, and I'm so excited. I really can't wait. I'm probably gonna try and maybe read that one next month or something. I don't know, but yeah, super good. I love it. And then I read, I think, 4 different manga because it's just easier for me to read manga like when things are going on like school, and I had a lot going on. So these are the manga that I read and their star ratings. I won't talk about them because I know that a lot of you guys on here are here for the novels and not for the manga, so I'll just put that there. And then we have to get into my TBR, which I'm so excited about. Oh my gosh, because there's so many books. I'm gonna try and read so much this month. Like, I'm not even kidding, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna go get the books and I'll be right back. I have to set this up again because I knocked it over. I always knock it over every single time. But, so I want to start off by saying that a lot of these books, hopefully, are gonna be in an upcoming video that I have coming out really soon. It's a vlog. It'll probably be a long one because I have missed a lot of time with you guys during my last couple weeks at school, and so I'm gonna be trying to get out as much content as I can this summer because you know, I enjoy doing this and I hope you guys enjoy my videos, and yeah, I just want to have fun with it and grow on my YouTube journey. Okay, so here's the thing. I have 13 books here that I am hoping to read over the next month, but I'm a mood reader, so I tried to pick some variety a little bit so I can have my options and still stick to my TBR. But here's the thing, I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to read. I don't know what my plans are. I don't know any of that. So you know what, I'm just gonna talk about these 13 books, and I guess we'll have to wait for my July wrap up to see which I actually read. So let's go through them. Honestly, I think I'll start with the ones that are library books. So I've covered up the library name of where I live so you guys don't find out. But to start, we have Verity by Colleen Hoover. I'm not the biggest Colleen Hoover fan. I think she's rather overrated. I mean, her writing's good, but I don't get the hype of why everybody loves every single one of her books. But, you know, if you love her, that's your thing, not for me. But this is her only mystery book, and I've heard that this is her best book. I read 4 of her books. They're pretty good, at least 2 of them I really liked. The other 2 were okay. But this one has always intrigued me, and I've heard things about this book. Just like the things I've heard people talk about, and I actually did have my friend tell me, like, you have to read this, it's so good. So got it from the library. Probably gonna be reading this one this week because I'm just excited, and I need a little bit more mystery. So we'll see. I'm definitely gonna be reading it this month. You'll definitely see it in my wrap up. But yeah, I'm excited about that one. And then the other one from the library is The Roommate by Rosie Danan. Just a romance. I don't really know, other than it interests me quite a bit. I think it's friends to lovers and they're roommates, so probably some tension, forced proximity. I don't know. I don't really know what it's about, other than I am very excited. That's all I know. Probably gonna be reading this one this week as well. Then we have A Court of Mist and Fury, ACOMAF by Sarah J Maas, the second book in the ACOTAR series, and oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this one. It is like 620 pages, which is quite a bit for me to be reading. I don't know. But you know what? We're gonna get through it because I need more Rysand, and I need more Feyre, and I need more of Prythian, and just the world content, everything. I've just heard such good things about this series, and that yes, the books get longer, but they get better, and super excited for this. Honestly, I love the first one so much. I can't wait for this one, and I just like really want to know what happens. I want to read the entire series like fairly soon. I don't think I'll be able to finish it before summer. It's a possibility, but I don't know. Definitely going to be seeing me talk about this series a lot in the future. Then we've got Springtide by Kai Stevens, not sure. But this is just like a cute, I'm actually not sure where I saw this one. Some YouTube video, I think I saw it. But this book honestly just looks so good. It's just like a cute looking romance. And I'm pretty sure it's sports romance, but like during the summer vibes. I don't know. This is another football one though. I know he's a football player. That's all I know. Other than it's super cute, summer vibes, he's a football player. She looks super cute and nice. I don't know. I love the back too. Look at that dog. Aw. So that's all I know. You know, I don't know much about some of these books other than I'm very excited for them, and like this one looks so cute. I don't know. Then book number 5 I'm also hoping to read this week, and that is Fake Dates and Mooncakes by Cher Lee. This is a queer romance. It's nice and short, and also has a cute dog on it. Any books with a cute dog, I love it. Not sure what this one is about. I don't know. Fake dating queer romance. It just looks so cute. I actually love everything about this. Like I was showing this to my mom. She's like, that is so cute. It looks so good. And if you look up closely, he's got his pinky on his arm, and I was like, That is adorable. I need some of this cute romance right now. And it's just like a short read. Like I could read this in a day, sitting down at the dock. I know I said that a lot, but like, oh my gosh. So cute, so perfect, and I can't wait. And we have a book that I don't think I've talked about before, but it is honestly one of my most anticipated reads, and I only bought it like 2 weeks ago maybe, and that is The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. And y'all, I want to read to you what this book is about because it just sounds so interesting to me. Khalid, the 18-year-old Caliph of Khorasan, is a monster. Each night he takes a new wife only to have her killed by sunrise. Shahrazad is the first volunteer to become Khalid's bride. She vows to stop his reign of terror for the friend she lost and for all of those who perished before her. Incredibly, Shahrazad manages to survive her first morning, and then the next. Night after night, she mesmerizes the Caliph with her storytelling, at once buying time and digging deeper into the elusive Boy King's past. If Khalid is truly the murderous madman everyone says he is, how does Shahrazad find it so easy to fall for him? So like, that sounds so freaking good. Like, I can't even make that up. And then on the front says, she came for revenge. Will she stay for love? And I think this is a duology maybe. I know that there's definitely a book after this. I don't know if it's about like different characters or what. But honestly, this just sounds so good. And I saw this on the shelf, like, and I read the spine and I was like, that sounds really familiar. Like, I feel like I know this book, and I picked it up. I was like, oh my gosh, it is the book that I've been wanting. Just the cover is different, but like, can't wait for this one. Honestly, it's I know it's gonna be so good. And I saw people on Goodreads rating it like 5 stars. I can't wait. Actually, that one's gonna be so good. Then we have a book that's long past due. Don't get mad at me. If I said this on TikTok, I would be absolutely flamed. But I read The Cruel Prince, the first one in the Folk of the Year series, maybe like July 2022. So almost a year ago, and I have yet to read The Wicked King. I haven't read it yet. I got it for Christmas and I read till chapter 2. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. I just have no clue, because I love the first one. I gave it 5 stars. It was so good. These books, from what I hear, are incredible and they just get better and better. Like, I need to read this. I need to do it. Like, there's no way that I can't read it this month. I've been putting it off for long enough, and I need more Juden Carden content. I have to read this. I have to. Then we have a really big book that I don't know if I'm gonna read it, but I want to put it on my TBR because I feel like I have to. This month it will also be an entire year since I read Hideaway by Penelope Douglas, and I own Kill Switch and Nightfall, and I have for literally forever. And I haven't read Kill Switch yet. Maybe because I'm not the biggest fan of Damon Torrance. Sorry, I'm just laughing because some people like love him, and they're like, he redeems himself. I'm like, I don't know how you can come back from that, from the things he's done. But like, I want to give it a try because I really enjoyed the first 2. Hideaway especially was so good. Because I honestly miss Devil's Night. Like, Penelope Douglas, I haven't read one of her books in almost a year again. And I like her books. I like them a lot, so, and I would really like to read more this year and next year and just like for the rest of my life anyways. But like, Kill Switch, gonna put on the list. No guarantees though. I mean, I can try. I feel like this would have to be one of the books where I like read it while reading other books because it's just like so big and takes forever. And please make sure you check trigger warnings if you want to get into this series because it is heavy. There's just like, it's different. It's like, it's dark romance. I'll say that. It's dark romance and things happen. So yeah, that's 8 books confirmed to be on my TBR. And then I have 5 sitting over here on the side. And I'm like, I don't know which ones I want to put on my TBR. I'm just trying to think of like what my mood is, what's gonna go on. Okay, you know what? Let's just do it. We have In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. And can you just look at this cover? Can you look at, so those are like my confirmed TBR. All this, I just hit myself in the face. But like, raspberries are my favorite. I love them. Look at the spine. She's the one who got away. She just doesn't know it. And I heard he's like this like grumpy single dad who's been like pining after her since high school, and he's just like had a crush on her this whole time. That's all I know. And there's a tulip farm and I love tulips, but like, oh my gosh, y'all, can we look at this? And then it's like, I think, oh, is it like old friends or like second chance? I don't know, but they knew each other when they were younger, and then she comes back to like her old small town, and I love small town romance so much. It will forever be one of my favorites. But like, This is just so cute and I can't wait to read this. So cute. That's all I can say. It's just so cute. And honestly, if I didn't put this on my TBR, it would be a crime. Now that I own it. This is like 300 pages. Okay, I'm gonna put it on. Travis by Mia Sheridan, which is about a character from Archer's Voice. So it's like not really like another part in the series, but kind of like standalone-ish, but you should read Archer's Voice first, I think. This is about Travis, a character not many people are fond of from Archer's Voice. And you know what? People say he like redeems himself in this one, or he gets better. We'll have to see. I don't know. I'm excited about this though. The female love interest sounds super interesting. I don't know. I'm excited either way. We're just gonna have to see how this goes. And when I read it, I'll let you know if he redeems himself or not. If I still dislike him or not. You know, we'll see. Okay, so now for the last 3 books. You know what? I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read all these. But we are gonna see. We're gonna see, and it's all gonna work out. Sorry about that. I had to move it again because I was just freaking out. I was like, wait, does Cruel Seduction, the new 5th book in the Dark Olympus series, come out in July? Because if it does, I'm adding it to my TBR. But it doesn't. It doesn't come out until August, which I really, really want the next book. Because I love the Dark Olympus series with my entire heart. I love Katie Robert. And I actually can't wait because that book sounds so good. But that will be on my August TBR then. It's okay. So yeah, next 2 are Wretched and Twisted by Emily McIntyre. These are both in the Never After series. They're like, I think they're all standalones, but they all kind of follow the same thing. It's like, what if the princess or the heroine from fairy tales and Disney movies and stuff like that, what if they actually fell for the like villain of the story, or get with the villain of the story? So like the first one is Wendy and Hook, the second one is Mufasa and Nala, maybe? You know what, I can't remember. But I read those 2, and now I really want to read these. I think this one is Wizard of Oz, and I know this one is Aladdin. I think this is Wizard of Oz. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for these. The other 2 were really, really good. I think I gave the first one 3.5 and the second one 5. So yeah, I'm very excited about these. And I think I could read these really quickly. I mean, they're not super long. This one's like 300 pages. This one's like just over, this one's like 350 maybe. I don't know. So they're not too long. And the next one comes out, I think this summer actually. I don't know when. But when it comes out, I'll be getting it. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think this one I'm not gonna put on my TBR. So here's 12 books that are all going on my TBR. Let me like try and stack them so I can hold them. This is my TBR for July. Ugh. It's actually heavy. I'm just weak. I'm really weak. All my friends know that. But like, there we go. I'm actually excited for this month. I mean, last summer, I think I read like 8 books in July, which I think that I can pass that this year. I think I can do it. If I put in the time, put in the work, I think I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. I know I can. You know what? I'm gonna be confident and believe that I can read these, or at least most of them. Thank you so much for watching. I hopefully will have a vlog coming out soon. Hopefully that's a good one that you will enjoy. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I feel like this was not a good wrap up. I wish I read more, but definitely a good TBR. Definitely a good TBR. Very excited about this. And you know, you're probably gonna see me talk about quite a few of these books in my wrap up next month, which I'm actually very excited for. I always get so excited for the end of the month because I know I get to make my wrap up and I get to make my TBR for the next month, and it's just so good and I love making these. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Click the bell to be notified when I release more content, which hopefully will be happening a lot this summer if things go according to plan. And yeah, subscribe, click the like if that's what you want to do. It'd be greatly appreciated. I love all the support that I get on my channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.